Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back in the kitchen with my mommy, Jenny from The Walk. She's here to teach us how to make Thịt. It was a highly requested recipe from her. I also don't know how to make it, but I've been eating it since I was a kid. So I'm very excited to learn. Let's dive right in. Mommy, tell us what we need to get started. Why don't you tell us about the meat and how you prepared it?
Yeah, today we make a Thịt. You can buy pork belly. I like the texture of pork shank. Pork shank is a little bit less fat. When we buy it back, we cut into chunks, big chunks, and then we parboil it. Half cup of water, and we put like ginger, a little bit white wine to kill the flavor, and then just rinse it, let it dry, and then we can marinate it with some salt, sugar, and a little bit MSG, and then more chicken powder, and a little bit fish sauce. Mix it up. It's better overnight.
Okay, so that's the meat portion for preparation, and then I've also prepared 8 hard-boiled eggs. And then for the rest of this, we'll need some white sugar, about 3 large green onion stalks, some garlic, and then a little bit of chili as well. Oh, and coconut water and fish sauce, of course. Let's prep the eggs real quick. We're gonna take a fork and just gently stab the hard-boiled eggs all over to create lots of tiny holes. This will help the egg absorb more of the sauce when we're cooking. It's a tedious step, but my mom says it'll be worth it. How did you learn how to make this, Mommy?
I learned it from a lot of people. When I lived with my ex-mother-in-law, she showed me how to make this item. My kids love it. Thanks to my mother-in-law and my mother-in-law sister. They are good cooks, so I learned from the best. The way we do this is really special too. 爸爸話呢個係喺越南你細個一個 old lady 整俾佢食。That's why he wanted me to make it.
Alright, eggs are pierced. Now we're just gonna prep some aromatics. We are gonna place our garlic and chopped chili into a Ziploc bag and just give them a rough smash. You can also do this in a mortar and pestle. This is just going to help release the flavors and goodness. Next, let's chop up the white part of our green onion into 1-inch thick pieces and give them a little smash as well. Be sure to save the green parts for some garnishing later.
Hi everybody, we're gonna starting to cook the meat, caramelize the color, sugar color, and then we're gonna put the garlic and the chili and then the onion, and we're gonna cook the meat.
Bring a large, somewhat deep pan to medium heat. We're gonna add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of neutral oil. Once that's hot, we're gonna add about 1/4 cup of white or cane sugar and cook for a few minutes until caramelized. Be sure to swirl it around and keep it moving so it doesn't burn. After a few minutes, you'll get this beautiful brown color like this, and this is the right time to add our aromatics and our pork. Love that sizzle sound. Saute the pork for a few minutes and stir it around until every piece has been covered with some of that sugar and you get that nice caramelization around the pork. Now let's add in our seasonings, the Chinese 5-spice, oyster sauce, and fish sauce. Mix it all up and cook just a little longer to let the flavors really get to know each other. Full recipe with measurements will be down in the description box below if you need it.
It looks very pretty already. The next step we have to do the egg too.
Egg is the best part.
Yes. This item, Thịt, the Chinese call 紅燒肉同埋蛋 yeah 紅燒肉跟雞蛋
Alright, now let's add the coconut water. She used about 3/4 of this whole carton right here. We like it pretty saucy, but you can use a little less if you prefer. Gonna bring this to a gentle boil and let that simmer covered for about an hour to an hour and a half. We'll check back on it in between, and in the meantime, let's fry up the eggs. In a separate saucepan, add some oil, just enough to cover the bottom. Once that's hot, gently add in your hard-boiled eggs and fry that up for a few minutes, swirling it around and keeping it moving to get an even golden color on all sides. Be sure you're using a non-stick pan for this, otherwise your eggs will stick to the pan and get ruined, and we don't want that. Ugh, these look so good. Once they're done and beautifully golden, you can remove and set aside until they're ready to be added into the pork. Okay, let's check back on the pork. It's been about an hour, so this is a good time to pierce your pork to check for tenderness. If it's pretty much ready, we can go ahead and add in the eggs and cook for another 10 minutes. Let's also give it a taste test to see if it needs any flavor adjustments.
Really good.
All right, this looks good to go. Let's get ready to sikpan.
Okay, so here we go. Our meat, the cutting is ready. So we're gonna taste it to find out how it tastes.
Okay, we're just gonna garnish with a little bit of the stems from the green onions, just for a bit of color. Okay, so we have some white rice as well. This is typically how it's served.
I get the egg and a little sauce. Want another piece?
Yeah.
With the skin. Okay.
So I've seen many people make this dish, but I've never seen people fry the egg like my mom does, and she's been doing it this way for ages. Okay. I'm gonna split the egg open just so you guys can see. Like the fried skin is just so good.
So this is the egg. So I open up the egg so it absorbs a lot of sauce. So enjoy your cutting.
It tastes like childhood. If you're Korean and you've had galbijjim, it's very similar in that like sweet and savory flavor. It's so yummy. The meat is really tender. I really like that she used the pork shank as well.
Yeah. So this is the mustard green, pickled mustard green. So we can use the mustard green to dip with the sauce and eat with the rice. And when we dip it, it cuts the grease. You know, it makes it taste even more nice. That's like Vietnamese kimchi.
I love this dish.
Like it?
You did it again, Mom. Yeah. I used to be really intimidated by a lot of these Vietnamese dishes, but now that my mom's showing me how to make them, they're actually really simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I know a lot of you guys requested this dish, and I'm so happy I know how to make it too.
Yeah, it's quite easy, but it takes a little time to braise the meat. It's pretty good. Thank you. Enjoy.
That's it from us today. Let me know in the comments what else you guys want to see us making next. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Come on, say bye.
Bye. Come on, say bye.